What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Janet Nick Fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop? Hit the notification bell. All right, let's get into this game, y'all. Y'all see the score 138, 122. Jaden Brunson had another spectacular game in Phoenix, 36 points. I'll get to that in a minute. What can I say about this game? This was a game the Knicks were supposed to win. 14 games into the season. I said it in my past videos. I said I would not panic until after 10 games we will really get to see what this team is really capable of doing and who are they. Well, in short terms, their identity coming into the season. Everybody expect the New York Knicks to be a contender, a runner up to Boston in the East. So far, we looking just like that we will be there come playoff time. Um, Let's talk about this game. Let's talk about the four wins before we really get into Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns combining for 70 points tonight. What a night in Phoenix. Jalen Brunson seemed to, up his game when he go to Phoenix. All right, but before we get in that, let's just talk about the stats. You know what I'm saying? Six players in double figures once again. Um, the Knicks had a spectacular game. They came out on fire, let the game wire to wire, never giving up the lead. At times the Suns made their runs at what expected. Knicks had a 24-point lead, their biggest lead, 21-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Yes, one would say the Knicks dominate this game. I know when you look at the score, people gonna I'm gonna say haters, Nick, because the Knicks got a lot of haters. The defense ain't there. And I'm gonna say I have to disagree because the defense was there early on. First quarter, Knicks shot 76%, holding the Phoenix Suns somewhere around 50. Around 40 to 50% shooting field goal. Yeah, I know there's complaints and there's things to be fixed. Saying the season is still early. It's only 14 games. And I said it in past videos that we really won't get a feel for this team until after 10 games. And the Knicks are starting to prove me right. We're starting to see what this team is made of. They just have to be more consistent and beat the team they're supposed to beat. And the last four games, yes, four straight victories that they have done that, knocking off the Brooklyn Nets twice and then coming into the lowly Washington Wizards. And the Phoenix Suns, one would say this is a team that was on an up and rise before Kevin Durant got hurt. They was 8-1. Bradley Beal was injured tonight. Also, he was out. Both players are expected to be back next week sometime to compete in their first play-in game. Well, this game, the Knicks was in control from beginning to end. This is the type of game I want to see. Like I said, we would get to see what kind of team that this team is as the season progresses. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. 30 assists. You know what I'm saying? I think this is like the 10th or 12th game. Somebody hit me in the comments with the correct amount of games that the Knicks had 30 assists so far. I know we only had something like 10 or 12 assists, 30 assist games last year. Karl-Anthony Towns hit the 30 mark for the fifth or sixth time. And I think, sixth time so far this season, only reaching that goal five times through the whole season of last year. So there's a lot, you know, things to be said about Karl-Anthony Towns' game, but one thing you cannot doubt that he's bring a different dynamics to this team, especially offensively. He seems sometimes to be unstoppable, but the combination of him and Jaylen Brown is going to, get this team to the NBA Finals. But what's going to win is the championship. As I said in my video yesterday, it's going to be Anunoby, Josh Hart, the heart of the team. I'm gonna start calling Josh Hart J Train, um, and Mikal Bridges. A lot of people were disappointed in Mikal Bridges' early game in the season. The first couple of games has missing. Let's be real, his lack of defense and he had on defense. But I wasn't worried. I wasn't expecting him to come out and drop 20 points a game. I was just hoping that his defense would be that as it always been throughout his career. And so far, he's not really disappointing. Saying the preseason, a lot of people, I myself, was worried. That shot seemed to fall. The 3-point shot is not as consistent as I would like, but that mid range is almost automatic. This team, I'm gonna say it again. This is a contending team. Y'all hear me complain about the uses of our starters, over uses. In tonight's game, Tibbs then empty the bench into around a 2 minute mark. And I can understand Phoenix Suns was in desperate mode trying to make a comeback. They made their runs. The lowest they cut into that lead was I think 11 points. And every time they made the run, the New York Knicks seemed to get right back on track. Let's be real, get right back on track and do what they're supposed to do against teams they're supposed to be. And this is a team they're supposed to be. And I'm predicting that, it's going to be 5 games in a row. Utah Jazz is up next. We play them Saturday. That's another team that's under Weldon right now, not playing up to par as some people thought. I mean, nobody had them going to the NBA finals or even making it to the conference finals in the West, but people thought they would be more of a contending team, not a lottery team, and it looked like that's where they headed. So this should be another win for the New York Knicks. Something I spoke about when I talked about the Cleveland Cavaliers and how they got off to such a hot start in the season. I spoke about their schedule and the teams they had to play. A lot of lottery teams. Let's be real. Um, and what I spoke about is how that built the confidence of the team going up against subpar teams. And what I mean by confidence, not only what I mean is they got to really get to know one another's game and not really worry about a superior team where they have to be hard on deep. They got to fill one another out against teams that wasn't going nowhere this season. And the Knicks are getting their little run of them teams right now. Because if you think about the teams that the Knicks are about to play, in my opinion, they're not living up to par, nor Dallas or Denver. I think these are winnable games the Knicks can win. And that Charlotte team, hmm, to me, the Charlotte team, the game, as I said in my last video, that might be the one game. I said the Knicks might go on this little 5 game road trip, go 4-1, go out to the West and knock off them 4 West Coast team and come back to the East and Charlotte be that team that beat them. I don't know. I would love to see a 5-0 road trip in these next 10 days. But that is possible. Right now, the Knicks started that first game looking good. We got a team that we supposed to beat in the Utah Jazz. So, like I said, we can make this a 5 game winning streak. Now, let's get to the man of the hour, and then I'm gonna get up out of here so y'all can relish this win. Another great win by our favorite team, New York Knicks. All right, let's get to JB. 36 points. The last time he played in Phoenix, December 15, 2023, he hit the 50-point mark, went 17 for 23, 9 from 9 from downtown, and 9 assists. Tonight, he had 36 points. So in the last 2 games in Phoenix, he combined for 86 points. He went 12 for 21, 7 for 11 from downtown, and 10 assists. Now, here's something that I realized because y'all heard me talk about I would like to see Jalen Brunson up that assist game. But you notice when his assists go past 7 or 8, he really have good games. And my analysis would be that it takes the pressure off him because now they have to play the other people. Defensives can't really double team because they know he's gonna get the ball out of his hand. So it leaves him on a one-on-one situation sometimes. Whether the guard be 6'5", 6'8", sometimes Jalen Brunson just relish that one-on-one defense. He like when he going one-on-one against another defensive player opponent. He seemed to relish that, you know what I'm saying? But when he just go out there and try to take over the game from that's what I noticed about him. So I hope he continue to go out there, look for his other players. Let Karl-Anthony Towns be that first option because Karl-Anthony Towns, like I said, him and Jalen Brunson combined for 70 points. Tonight he has scored 34 points in 34 minutes. He went 12 for 19 from the field, 3 for 8 from downtown, 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Towns um, as I watched this game, I thought about Julius Randle. I compared them and what they're doing for both of their respective teams. And I was wondering, do Minnesota Timberwolves fans consider Julius Randle to be an upgrade over Towns? And because I said to myself, I really do consider Towns to be an upgrade over Julius Randle. Um, Honestly, I think they're both, when it comes to defense, they both at the same level. And I would give Towns a edge in that department over Julius Randle. That's just my honest opinion. Tell me what y'all think. And when it comes to defense, who y'all think is the better player out of two, Julius Randle or Karl Anthony Towns? And I give that to Towns. I know the stats have Towns, giving up what he's giving up in the paint, but he's just more mobile. He seemed to be more aware sometimes than Julius Randle. Julius Randle just seems to not want to play defense, in my opinion. I haven't watched that many games in Minnesota yet, so I don't really know how he's, handling his defense's responsibilities over there. But I know what I've seen here, and I didn't like at times. But when he was on Randle, that is, and like I said in past videos, we have to give the man his props because without him, the Knicks would not have this prosperity that we have because he got us in a position to get the free agents that wanted to come to New York. Finally, the guys thought about New York. And I know that Anunoby trade, everybody talk about how great it was when he first came, how we went on a little winning streak. But out of all the trades the New York Knicks made, I'm going to be honest with you. In my opinion, I think the best one has been Josh Hart because he's that Mr. Glue guy. I mean, Anunoby is that guy too, but Josh Hart do a little bit more of everything. And I like this team that we put together. And on a side note, I'm hearing that Precious Achiuwa got cleared for practice, so he should be back, and that should really help the New York Knicks on the bench, especially with the defense. And being that before he got hurt with the hamstring, we were seeing a lot more offense out of Precious Achiuwa. So that just might give Knicks that spark, well, the spark that we need to just let people know that we are a contending team. When we get back to full strength, McBride still, um, resting that knee. So I'm looking at this team and I think we're on the cusp of something great. You know what I'm saying? I think everything's about to fall right in place for the New York Knicks. If our players can stay healthy, at least to January, the All-Star break, get a little rest, come back, rejuvenated, you know what I'm saying? And just carry on from there, make it into the playoffs with, small, with bumps and bruises, not nothing serious. I think we got a good chance to go to the NBA Finals. That's my opinion. I would like your opinion. As I said in all my videos, I really do respect your opinions. I look forward to your comments in the comment section so that I can interact. But let me know what y'all think about this team. Let me know what y'all think about this game. This game right here, matter of fact, the last 4 games get the Knicks on the right track. I mean, like I said, with the Cleveland game having such an easy schedule, being able to put together their offense and know what they want to do and not really worry about a team that they got to play hard on. If some of y'all understand what I'm talking about, hit me in the comments and let me know. Once again, I would like to see them comments. All right, you know what I'm saying? The New York Knicks coming out here, taking care of business in Phoenix, doing what they're supposed to do. Another great victory, another great performance out of our 2 superstars, Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. And last year, everybody was asking, is this Jalen Brunson team? Yes, it's still Jalen Brunson team, but with Karl Anthony Towns being the number one offense, that's a better team in my opinion. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. And with that being said,